Hey everyone, and welcome to NBA 2K. We've got a chance to check out a My Player build and test out his skills.
Tonight it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Along with our so-called expert color commentators, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Zuniga. What are you guys looking forward to the most tonight?
Other than more compliments from you, Blake? I mean, obviously, it's total focus on this My Player build. See where his game is, and perhaps try to see where he fits.
Beyond the talent, Ryan, I want to see how much effort he gives. How much does he want it? You can have all the skills in the world, but when we tip it off, you're facing off with the best in the world. So you have to play with some fire.
We've got the Boston Celtics taking on the San Antonio Spurs. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups. From point guard to center, this game should be a good one.
All right, so with any new player on a team, you look at his skill set, the stats, and the trends that drive a lot of the expectations for performance. But how much can one rely on that to tell them how a player will function on a new team?
Yeah, well, Blake, this is where I put on my scout and agent cap. I mean, you can look at numbers all you want, but ultimately, you need to see how he plays in person, and that's why we're here.
And not everything can be seen in just one game. Sometimes you need to play multiple games. Try various sets, various plays. Play with the lineups to see exactly where a new piece can fit. There's a lot to consider, really. Tonight's going to be fun.
A shot by Brown, no good. Here's Miller. He's got 6. Good work defensively by Brown. Pass to Tatum. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Spurs.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Here's Miller. Pass to Collins. Jones. Outside Smart. Now here is Tatum. Nice D there from Collins. Here's Miller. Jones with it. Smart grabs the board. Boston trailing here. Pass to Tatum. Pick by Horford. And Jason Tatum slams it in.
Capable of some flat-out amazing slams. Tatum's eyes light up when he's got room to fly.
Now here's Jones. Here's Miller. It's good from long range.
Boy, he came into this game with his long-range stroke looking great. He could wind up with a crazy number of threes.
Pass to Tatum. Now Williams. And here is Smart. Shot clock at 6. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
That is such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game.
Now Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Miller. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, a three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
Now here is Tatum. Shoots over Johnson. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Tatum is a complete offensive player. He doesn't just hit jumpers, you know.
You know, for the first time in a long while, the Spurs appear to be stagnant, looking for a new direction almost.
Yeah, Blake, this is a team that's really in need of a youth movement. They've attempted to make the playoffs and never tank, but since the trade of Kawhi Leonard back in 2018, San Antonio just hasn't had the talent to do much in the loaded West.
It's easier said than done, though, guys. This is a staff and fan base that is used to being in the playoff mix. So while it might be easy for us as commentators to see their situation and suggest a rebuild, It's much harder to do that when you've been a model franchise for as long as the Spurs have in the NBA.
Now here's Jones. On the wing, Johnson. And San Antonio again with the bucket.
I mean, it's pretty simple at this point. They cannot afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
And it's Smart missing.
Totally unnecessary to go the fadeaway there. Could have been an easy jumper.
He's covered by Horford. Picked by Collins. Outside Jones. Clock at 6. Miller. Collins. Guarded by Williams. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And there's a whistle. It goes on Miller. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Brown with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Jason Tatum from long range. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. In San Antonio, the Spurs haven't gone into rebuild mode for seemingly decades. But, you know, that might change.
Yeah, it seems like with the Spurs, they've let their roster get a bit older without having a team to has the quality to contend for titles. So I think this is a club that welcomes an infusion of young talent. With Pop as your head coach, you'll absolutely learn a lot.
The great thing about joining this team is how they've developed stars in the past. Kawhi Leonard, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. The names go on and on. The coaching staff and front office are very good at skill development. And I don't see a position that isn't an open competition. So I think it's a wide open roster in terms of playing time.
Brown. No good on the triple. Brown covering. Pass to Miller. From deep. Rebound Boston.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss that sort of look very often.
And it's Collins with the rebound.
Terrific job defending the bucket that time. It's not an easy task stopping that fellow when he's headed to the rim.
Here's Miller. He's covered by Horford. Outside Jones. Stolen by Marcus Smart. The kick out to Brown. Shot to end the cold run. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's excellent timing from Brown. Shooting with confidence, knowing that his teammates trust him.
Here's Miller. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And he's going for the alley-oop. The kick out to Brown. Another miss by Brown. San Antonio in the lead. Inside. And here is Smart. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Tatum. Back to Smart. Shoots over Jones. Here's Williams. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 attempts.
If you battle for the